everybody, it's me, and today you're seeing a very crazy vlog that I honestly never thought I would make. I am standing in my studio, as you may recognize from the walls and the dream big, all of that fun stuff. We are going to remodel my studio. This area of my house is technically the basement, so if I refer to it as the basement, that is why. But I refer to it as the studio because that sounds nicer, of course. And I make content down here and I work on my stuff down here. So this has been a long time coming. This was actually the way it looks right now, for the most part, before my parents bought the house, which was before I was born. This basement has had green carpet in it for longer than I have been born and longer than my parents have lived in this house. We are planning on doing away with the green carpet. I never thought it was weird until, I don't know, just thinking about getting rid of it and saying that I have green carpet. Do you know anybody that has green carpet still? I sure don't. So we're getting rid of carpet altogether and we're gonna repaint the walls. We're gonna repaint all of this wood right here to make it just a little bit cleaner looking, a little bit newer, more fresh, because it definitely needs it. So this is gonna be a long process, I think. I'm at the very beginning of this. I don't know what the space is gonna look like. As you can see, I've cleared off the shelves and taken all of the things that were back here, like my piano and my other furniture that was in the backdrop here, out into our garage. It feels really naked back here and actually very echoey, which I didn't expect. I'm gonna take you along on this journey with me because, number one, it's my studio and it's gonna feel a little weird if one day I'm filming in a completely new looking space. And two, it will motivate me to work harder on it if I make a project out of it. I am taking this first clip of video on September 18th, 2024. I'm assuming it's not going to take us more than maybe 2 months because we're really excited to get this done. And by we, I mean myself and my parents. We're very eager to get this done because it's been a long time coming. And now that I'm officially living at home post-college, got a steady job living here, it's time. I'm going to take you along with us on this journey. And hopefully it won't take that long because I want to be able to film in here. Yeah, this is going to be very exciting. And I hope you enjoy watching whatever's about to come after this clip because I don't know. Okay, well, I'll check in with you later. It's time for it to go.
Probably will snake an outlet to that right there. I think it's number 7.
Nope, number 8.
Number 8.
So this was the carpet that was here when you bought the place?
Yeah. Didn't have to paint the walls under.
No.
Wainscoting. I put a lot. I did it, didn't I?
I stained it.
Did you?
Sure, it does smell musty. Oh, what is that? Oh, centipedes.
Centipedes.
Oh. So is that? Oh, that's the concrete.
Yeah, it's the concrete. I don't think it's going to be beautiful, but
I don't know.
You see that tack strip? That tack strip's the devil. Because it messes up, uglies up everything.
Yeah.
But you can patch, you can get a little patch on that. I think all you got is just glue. Use carpet glue unless it looks a lot worse than it does. Looks like perfect, good concrete on it.
Ooh, that's a big old spider over there.
Oh, Leo.
Oh, dear Lord. Skillet, get that screwdriver over next to the wall.
Ooh.
Here's a big one.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Got something
You got
else.
to plug it hole.
There's some dampness and stuff there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tack strip will have to come up, and then we'll see what's under that tack strip. But if all the glue that we've got is just around the edges,
That could be good.
if it looks that good all over, we'll finish that concrete.
Hey, it's been a minute. It's been quite a big minute. Time has flown and a lot has changed. Right now I'm standing in the back part of my studio where we have paint swatched several colors and finally have decided on that one right there. A lot has changed, but not a lot has changed, if that makes any sense. I mean, this is what we're working with. Everything is fully white except for the paint swatched areas. But now we have two shades of white. Down here we have got the wainscoting painted in shoji white. We took a long time to figure out if we wanted to just keep that white or not. And we decided not to keep it just a solid white because I ended up paint swatching this agreeable gray, which is the color we're going with, beside the shoji white that we originally wanted the walls to be, which as you can see, it looks kind of gross as the wall color. And the original timeless white that we were going to be using ended up being too yellow compared to the gray. So this is my idea, and I like that this is my idea because this is kind of like my little artsy contribution to this whole thing. So we decided to go with shoji white as the trim color and agreeable gray as the main wall color. So I'm actually in scrubs right now, and I'm about to start the agreeable gray on the walls. We're waiting to do tile, which we've decided to do tile now. We have waited to do the floors until after we get done painting. We were gonna just finish the concrete, but now we've decided to do tile. And I wish I had taken pictures when we were at Lowe's picking out tile because it was gorgeous. We're going with tile that kind of looks like wood, and I'm a big fan of that. I didn't realize I would be until I saw it in person. And for that, we are going with French gray. It's a very warm looking gray, which is why we were having a hard time coming up with a wall color. So we're thinking this gray right here is gonna be nice and warm, and the shoji white is gonna be warm too, which is why we didn't want to go with white because it was too cold. I'm gonna get into painting now because I've put this part off way too long and I want to do this. Here we go. Oh, by the way, the date is October 30th. I honestly thought we'd be a little bit further along than we are now. And we've actually had to dig up part of our yard so that we can switch from propane to natural gas in this process, because we took the heater out, which is where that pipe right there used to lead to. So we're switching to natural gas, and we had to dig up half the yard, it felt like, in our driveway and our hayfield, then bust the water line in the process, and then accidentally cut an electrical wire in the process. So this renovation has come with a lot of unforeseen challenges. So maybe from here on out we can be a little bit more smooth. So I'm just gonna get to painting now. And here is the finished basement. First, we'll start in this corner. We will acknowledge that that door shuts perfectly. And here, as soon as we walk in, we see my office area. I brought in my desk from college that I had in my apartment. We have a nice little setup here with some lava lamps and some speakers that actually will raise and lower with water depending on the beat of the music. Up here I have an opportunity to hang some pictures and then a weekly planner. So I have that, and then I can write inspirational messages up there. Have our printer over here and some binders and books and such that I may need when I am working. So we'll go through here first into what is now called the theater / sitting area. This is where we will watch TV. We currently have a heater over here attached to propane. We are still in the process of getting an official fireplace heater for down here that will go in this area right here. And over here with the entertainment center, I have several options down here. We have a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 2, and that is a DVD player that we probably won't use for a very long time, and some 3DS games. We have those options. Should someone wish to play a game. Have a set of weights over here. Sets of weights for my arms, and then some ankle weights as well for when I work out at home. Here's a little setup with some decorations. My friend made that for me. That's Angus. And then I made those. That's a lava lamp I won many, many years ago. So that's the view from the TV. Making our way back here. We have now made this pole less atrocious looking. Props to my dad for being able to disguise such an ugly pole and make it look like it's meant to be there. Now it's more decorative than anything. Over in this corner, we have some squishmallows with a beanbag and some floor pillows. So should I have some friends and we want to sit in the floor, we have those options. Those two are actually really comfortable to sit on, and that's just a monstrosity of a beanbag. And with the squishmallows, those also kind of double as pillows, especially that one right there. Right here is a little centerpiece. I dedicated it more to the nostalgia piece. This came from my old background YouTube setup. I'm sure you've recognized it if you've seen any of my older videos from the old basement. And I've had this little grand piano since I was a baby. Here's what it sounds like. And we wanted to keep it because it's sentimental. And I always have musical stuff back here, so it's kind of a pinkish themed. It was kind of space themed until I put my moonlight over there. So now it's more pink. Over here we have the fish tank. It is mostly painted in the agreeable gray. I didn't get a chance to paint this top trim, but I will get around to it. We have 6 large goldfish and that little algae eater that have survived this whole process. Those 7 fish were out in the garage for a good length of time, and I'm just happy they survived. Since then, we have gotten these 3 minnows, these 2 goldfish right here, and that 3rd little tiny one. And they are all living very happily now that we're settled in and they're nice and toasty. Right here is another one of my little displays. If you've been around here for a while, you'll recognize these Meowgical cats. I really love these. I actually hope to complete my collection at some point of the original ones that I was going to get into and just stopped buying them. This is another lava lamp that I won at the same arcade as the other one, and I painted that at the same campground that I won that at. We have the closet. I'm not going to go into the closet because it's not much to look at. It is a closet. These shoji white doors are a huge improvement to the brown they originally were. They actually look a whole lot more modern now, and I appreciate that. Over here is my piano. I just switched it from that corner to this corner. I had to keep it in the corner. It just feels right to have it in the corner. So I've actually already filmed a couple of videos over here and they went well, so I feel good about this placement. And over here is another sitting area. This is gonna double as several things. This is where I'm gonna start painting. This is also where I will film YouTube videos. So it reminds me a lot of my college apartment couch setup. I just switched couches. It will serve as a good cozy background for my videos and will be nice if I have friends over. Over here I have a mushroom that I painted with a friend that I actually filmed part of on YouTube. And that lava lamp right there I also won at the same arcade that I've won the last 2 at. And then over here I have another setup. This is the book that I'm reading right now. I'm really close to the end. I've been trying to read more. This lava lamp does not have a bulb in it currently. I bought this at a yard sale. This is a wax warmer that I don't have on right now because I don't feel like it. And these roses my friend gave to me because I was a bridesmaid at her wedding. And this actually lights up as well. Right here I have a curtain that was actually on the door in my apartment. It just covers the fuse box that I think is an eyesore if I were filming. So I wanted it to kind of look like a little tapestry. And I think that works very well for the space. And over here is possibly one of my favorite things. It is storage bins for my crafty supplies. And over here is a moonlight that I got at an arcade in Pigeon Forge. Here's my brushes, and here's the candle. Here's my penny passport. That will have letters in it. I just can't find my letters yet. I'm still a little scrambled. So in this, we have things like my yarn and felts. We have things like that here. And I also have some finished rocks and some that can be painted. They're not full yet, but that's kind of the point. I have some plaster figures. I will continue organizing these as I go. So I'm not concerned with what I have or don't have in these yet. But I do have a drawer full of slime and fidgets and such. I just bought this and I'm a huge fan of it. I'm also a huge fan of Crazy Erin's thinking putty. I've got some squishies and I still have Elmer's goo, which I actually made this years ago and it still works very well. It has yet to dry out. Here is the finished theater studio / basement. And I could not be more happy with this result. I cannot believe that this project has finally come to a close. It has been a long time coming. It has been such a long project that has just felt like things have kept adding on and on and on to. But as the project kept going on and things kept getting added to, I knew that the end result was going to be something that we were all going to be satisfied with. I am particularly happy with how fresh it looks, how clean it all looks. It doesn't feel dark and dingy anymore. It feels like a freshened up space. It actually doesn't feel like a basement space anymore. It kind of feels like I'm not in a basement. I thought that when we started this project, that even though I really wanted it to happen and we've been wanting it to happen, that I was going to regret not having that space that I was so used to. We have had that green carpet and those orange walls since I was born. I don't remember a basement that didn't have that green carpet. That was actually just a comforting place. That's where I stayed all through childhood and teenage years and even adulthood. When I came home from college, I could not wait to get into that space. And now that I live here and we've completely changed it, it's almost like it's brought a new sense of home to me. And I know that my mom and dad are very happy with the space, and I'm so incredibly grateful that they took time to do this. I know that the tiling process in particular was really difficult. It took so much longer than we wanted it or expected it to. We initially thought that it would take a week. And for anybody who knows anything about tiling, that was not realistic at all. Because once we got started, it just seemed like the room grew. The room is so much bigger than we actually thought and just felt like it was. I'm just so thankful that this chapter is coming to a close and now we get to enjoy the space. And now we have smart lights and a couple of Alexas down here so that when we're wanting to watch TV, we can dim the lights or change the color of the lights. For example, make basement teal. Make basement purple. Make basement red. Make basement rose pink. Make basement pastel pink. I like that one better. Make basement golden. Make basement blue. Make basement black. Make basement white. So as you can see, we now have a very versatile lighting situation down here where I can set the mood and enjoy my space. This is the space. I really look most forward to inviting people over who have seen the space, who remember the green carpet. I actually didn't tell a whole lot of people that I was doing this when we started. I've talked about it to my friends who remember, and a lot of them are really excited, and some are kind of like, oh man, really? I'm gonna miss that old space. And I thought, yeah, I will too, but I don't. And I hope that this video that I have made, this montage of clips over the last several months, really does justice to the amount of work that had to be put in. Sure, there were a lot of events that did not get filmed because they were the last little tiny details. I don't think I filmed moving furniture or adding decorations because all of this in the end was going to get shown, and I feel like that made for the grand reveal to be even more exciting. So I do hope that you have enjoyed watching this whole video of the transformation that my studio has undergone. I'm gonna go enjoy my space now. I hope you all enjoyed watching this, and I will see you all next week.